If you have ever felt that you do not fit into the common work system, that your soul cries out for something greater, then this video is for you. Many people spend their lives following a script that seems predetermined: study, work, retire, and finally live. But what if I told you that you are not here just to follow that path? The chosen ones have a greater mission, a divine purpose that goes beyond society's expectations. The chosen ones are not in the world by chance. Every step you take is part of a unique and meaningful journey. If you realize that common work no longer makes sense in your life, it may be because God is calling you to something deeper. That feeling of discomfort, that restlessness you feel, is a sign that your soul is awakening to a higher calling. It is an invitation to look beyond what is visible and connect with what truly matters. In this video, we will explore why the chosen ones cannot remain in common jobs and what that means for you. We will talk about spiritual awakening and how it can make conventional work unbearable. You are not alone on this journey. Many have gone through this and found a new path. The truth is that when you begin to align with your purpose, everything changes. What once seemed acceptable now becomes unbearable, and that is a sign that you are being called to something greater. Throughout this video, we will discuss the signs that you no longer belong to the traditional work system, the invisible battles that the chosen ones face, and more importantly, how you can begin to prepare to live your purpose. Each of us has a role to play, and it is time to discover yours. Before we continue, I ask that you subscribe to the channel. This not only helps us reach more people who need to hear this message, but also ensures that you do not miss any content that can strengthen your faith and your journey. Now, let's explore together what it means to be chosen and how you can embrace your true mission. Spiritual awakening is a crucial moment in the life of any chosen one. It is when you begin to realize that the life you are living is not aligned with what you truly desire or with the purpose you feel inside. This process can be uncomfortable and even painful, but it is essential for transformation. Suddenly, that job that once seemed acceptable begins to bother you. You find yourself asking deep questions. What am I doing here? Does this job have any meaning for me? These inquiries arise because, after awakening, your soul no longer accepts living on autopilot. You begin to realize that the daily routine, which once seemed normal, is now a prison that limits your potential and happiness. This awakening can be triggered by various situations: a change in personal life, an existential crisis, or even a growing sense of dissatisfaction. What matters is that at this moment, you begin to question the meaning of your life and your work. This restlessness is a sign that you are being called to something greater, something that goes beyond society's expectations. It is an invitation to explore your true passions and talents, and to align with your divine purpose. Since childhood, we are taught to follow a script that seems inescapable: study, work, retire, and only then live life. This logic of the control system conditions us to believe that life is a sequence of obligations and duties, where true happiness and fulfillment are postponed to an uncertain future. However, the chosen one sees beyond that. They realize that common work is not their final destination. This realization is liberating, as it allows you to begin seeking a path that truly resonates with your essence. The Bible teaches us in Romans 12:2, "Do not conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This passage is fundamental to understanding the incompatibility between the calling of the chosen ones and the conventional work system. The system was made to conform us, to make us accept a life of mediocrity and routine. But the chosen one was made to transform. This transformation begins in the mind, where you must renew your thoughts and beliefs about what is possible for your life. When you refuse to conform, You begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You become more aware of your abilities and gifts, and this leads you to seek work that not only pays the bills, but also brings satisfaction and meaning. This shift in perspective is essential for those who feel called to something greater. It is a step toward authenticity and personal fulfillment. Reflecting on your calling is an important part of this process. Do you feel that you are being called to something greater? This question is fundamental to your spiritual growth. By opening yourself to this possibility, you begin to align with what God has in store for you. It is an invitation to explore your passions, talents, and what truly makes your heart sing. Spiritual awakening is an ongoing process. As you progress, new layers of understanding and self-knowledge are revealed. You may discover that what once seemed a distant dream is now within your reach. This journey may include seeking additional education, developing new skills, or even changing careers. The important thing is that you are willing to follow what your soul craves. Another important symptom is the feeling that you are wasting your potential. You may have skills and talents that are not being utilized in your current job. This realization can be painful, as you know you have much to offer, but feel trapped in an environment that does not value your abilities. This frustration is a sign that you are being called to something greater, something that allows you to shine and utilize all your potential. The routine also becomes a point of questioning. You start to wonder about the concept of working to pay the bills. This idea that life boils down to working to survive is limiting and demotivating. You may feel that you are just existing rather than truly living. This reflection is a sign that you are moving away from conformity and seeking a deeper purpose. Work should be a source of fulfillment, not just an obligation. An interesting concept to consider is that of weekdays, and how this can sound like weekdays. This association is not just a play on words. It is a critique of the system that makes us feel weak during the week, eagerly awaiting the weekend to recover. The system is designed to keep us trapped in a routine that drains us, making life a series of weekdays. But the chosen ones were not made for this cycle of weakness. They are called to live vibrantly and meaningfully, and this realization is an important step toward breaking free from the system's shackles. The emotional challenges that arise in this context are significant. This fatigue you feel is not laziness or lack of will. It is your spirit refusing to accept a life without purpose. This internal struggle is a sign that you are being called to something greater. If you are going through this, know that it is God showing you that there is something more waiting for you. This is an opportunity to reconnect with your true essence and seek what truly makes your heart vibrate. It is important to recognize these signs and understand that they are not just symptoms of dissatisfaction, but invitations for transformation. Each of these feelings is an opportunity for reflection and growth. They indicate that you are at a turning point, where you can choose to follow the path of conformity or venture toward your true purpose. If you identify with any of these symptoms, know that you are not alone. Many people are going through similar experiences and feeling the same restlessness. This is a collective journey, and by recognizing these signs, you are taking an important step toward your true mission. It is a moment of courage and determination, where you can begin to seek what truly matters to you and free yourself from the limitations imposed by the system. These symptoms are, in fact, signs that you are awakening to a new reality. They are invitations to explore your passions, talents, and what truly makes your heart vibrate. By allowing yourself to feel this restlessness and seek what truly makes sense to you, you are taking an important step toward your true mission. Therefore, the divine calling is a deep and transformative experience that many chosen ones go throughout their lives. This calling does not come with a clear explanation or a detailed map of what to do next. Instead, it manifests as restlessness, a feeling that something is not right, that you are destined for something greater. When God wants to move you, He allows you to feel uncomfortable where you are. This restlessness is a sign that it is time to seek a new path, a path that is more aligned with your divine purpose. Many people have gone through this transformative experience. They have left common jobs that did not bring satisfaction or meaning to pursue a higher mission. These stories are inspiring and show that when you respond to God's call, there can be a radical change in your life. For example, there are accounts of people who, after years in traditional careers, decided to follow their dreams and passions. Some became artists, others opened businesses that reflect their values and beliefs, and many found ways to serve others meaningfully. These transformations are not just about changing jobs, they are about changing lives, mindsets, and purposes. A biblical quote that resonates deeply in this context is, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding." Proverbs 3:5. This passage reminds us that we will not always understand the path that God has for us. Sometimes what seems to be an uncertain step may actually be a step toward our true purpose. Trusting in God means letting go of control and allowing Him to guide our steps, even when we cannot see the bigger picture. This trust is essential for those who feel the divine calling, as often the path may seem challenging or even frightening. When you feel this calling, it is important not to run away from it. God does not want to take you away from where you are to leave you lost. He has something greater for you, something that can bring not only personal satisfaction, but also a positive impact on the lives of others. This is an opportunity to align with what you were created to be. The calling may require courage and determination, but it also brings a sense of freedom and purpose that is unparalleled. It is natural to feel fear or insecurity when considering leaving what is familiar. The unknown can be intimidating, but it is in this space of uncertainty that God can do great things. Often, the greatest blessings and opportunities arise when we are willing to take a leap of faith. By leaving the system that no longer serves your purpose, you make room for new possibilities and experiences that are more aligned with your true essence. Reflecting on what God is calling you to do is an essential part of this process. Ask yourself, what do I believe God is calling me to do? This question can lead to profound introspection and self-discovery. You may feel a calling to help others, to create something new, or even to dedicate yourself to a cause that is dear to you. The important thing is to be open to hearing and following that inner voice. By sharing your reflections, you may also find support and encouragement from others who are going through similar experiences. Community is a vital part of the spiritual journey. When you connect with others who are also seeking their purpose, you can find strength and inspiration to move forward. Praying together can be a powerful tool, helping to align your intentions and seek divine guidance. Leaving the system to live your purpose is a journey that can be challenging, but it is also deeply rewarding. As you move away from what no longer serves your growth, you begin to align with what truly matters. This journey may include seeking additional education, developing new skills, or even changing careers. The important thing is that you are willing to follow what your soul craves. Remember that God's calling is personal and unique for each of us. What works for one person may not work for another. Therefore, it is essential that you seek divine guidance in your own life. Through prayer, meditation, and reflection, you can begin to discern what God is calling you to do. Be open to the opportunities that arise and trust that by following your calling, you will be fulfilling the purpose for which you were created. Additionally, it is crucial to fill our minds with divine truths rather than human criticisms. The work environment can be filled with negativity and discouragement, but by focusing on God's promises and His Word, we can find strength and motivation. Meditating on Bible verses that speak about identity, purpose, and strength can help us maintain a healthy perspective and resist external pressures. For example, remember that you are loved and valued by God, regardless of the circumstances around you. This truth can be a powerful antidote against the lies that the enemy tries to make us believe. When we know who we are in Christ, we can face any battle with confidence. Invisible battles can also manifest as doubts and insecurities. It is common for the chosen ones to feel overwhelmed by expectations, both internal and external. The pressure to conform to what the world expects of us can be overwhelming. However, it is important to remember that God has called us to be different. He has called us to shine in the midst of darkness and to be a light in environments that are often oppressive. When you encounter these struggles, remember that you are not alone. Many others are also facing similar battles. Community is a vital part of the spiritual journey. Sharing your experiences and challenges with others can bring encouragement and support. Together, you can pray for one another and strengthen each other in faith. By declaring, "I am putting on the armor of God," swing, you not only affirm your intention to fight against the invisible battles, but also commit to standing firm in your faith and purpose. This declaration is a powerful reminder that you are equipped to face any challenge that comes your way. The invisible battles in the workplace are real and can be challenging, but they are also opportunities to grow in faith and resilience. By recognizing that your struggle is not just against external circumstances, but against spiritual forces, you can better prepare yourself to face the challenges. Putting on the armor of God, praying, and filling your mind with divine truths are essential steps to winning these battles. Remember that as you face these struggles, you are getting closer to your purpose. Each battle won is an opportunity for growth and strengthening. By remaining steadfast in your faith and trusting in God, you not only transform your own life, but also become a light to those around you, inspiring them to face their own battles with courage and determination. When you feel that you are being called to something greater, it is natural to want to act quickly. However, the Bible teaches us about the importance of wisdom. It is not about impulsively abandoning everything, but about preparing while you are still in your current job. This preparation is essential to ensure that you can make the transition safely and effectively. Use the time you still have at work to develop your purpose and align with what God has in store for you. Identify your gifts and talents. The first step in this preparation is to understand what your skills and passions are. Ask yourself, what do I do well? What brings me joy? This self-assessment is crucial, as your gifts are often indicative of the path you should follow. By identifying your abilities, you can begin to shape a plan that utilizes these talents in a meaningful way. Dedicate 1 hour a day to learn something new that brings you closer to your purpose. Continuous learning is a vital part of personal and professional growth. Set aside time every day to focus on acquiring new skills or knowledge that align with your purpose. This can include online courses, reading books, or even attending workshops. This daily hour may seem small, but over time, it accumulates and can lead to significant changes in your life. Throughout this journey, we have explored how the work system has often been designed to keep people trapped in a routine without purpose. However, you were not born to be a slave to this system. If you feel God's calling, it is essential to listen to that inner voice. He is guiding you to something greater, something that resonates with your true essence and purpose. The spiritual battles we face in the workplace are real and can be challenging. But remember, God is with you every step of this journey. Do not let yourself be carried away by impulsiveness. Instead, begin to prepare to leave the system that no longer serves your growth. This preparation is essential to ensure that you can make the transition safely and effectively. The Bible reminds us in Romans 8:31, "If God is for you, who can be against you?" This passage is a powerful reminder that with God by your side, you can face any challenge that comes your way. You are not alone on this journey. Thousands of chosen ones are waking up now and realizing that their gifts and talents cannot be wasted in any job. God did not give you a light to hide it under a table. He wants you to shine and make a difference in the world. Therefore, I invite you to declare your faith and commitment to your purpose. Comment here, "I am chosen." This is a powerful affirmation that resonates in the spiritual world. And if this video spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Together we can inspire more people to follow their calling and live the life that God has planned for them.